Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. I'm Sheen, your host. This is Money Manners. In this channel, we talk about money, finance, how to grow your money, how to invest your money, and how to make money work hard for you. Today, we're going to talk about the biggest story. Thursday, the stock market has just gone crazy. Basically, the United States is shutting down. Italy has shut down. Europe is basically shut down. So the whole world is basically shutting down. It's going to happen in the next few weeks. I think we're going to see a complete shutdown of all economic, all travel, everything. Yesterday, the President of the United States has announced that there's going to be a temporary ban on travel between the EU and the United States. That sent the stock crashing down. Look at the Dow today, down nearly 10%, down 2,353 points. The Nasdaq down 750 points. Look at the S&P down 260 points. That's for the S&P. That's 9.51%. Look at individual stocks. Disney down almost 13% today. Starbucks down 9%. Tesla down 11%. Over 11%, 11.62%. Carnival Cruise Lines down 31%. Oh my God, Carnival Cruise Line. I bought into this stock heavy and is just crashing all the way down to the bottom. Boeing, oh my God, look at Boeing. Boeing down 18% today. Basically, I mean, I'm not going to be surprised if they just shut down the stock market. The stock market was paused. I don't know how many times today. There's a rule that if the indexes fall a certain percentage, I believe it's over 7%, they have to pause trading. I think that happened at least twice today. So there are certain rules out there. If it pauses, if it crashes a certain percentage, they'll pause trading. They'll pause trading for 30 minutes. If it's even longer, they'll stop for the whole day if it gets worse. I really think that it might even just close down for a week or even longer if things keep on getting worse. So it's really time to get serious. But so what are your options? So the way I see it, there's three things you could be doing if you're already invested in the market. So if you're already invested in the market like I am, there's three things you could do. Number one, you could sell off what you have and just cut your losses. I don't agree with that. That's not what I'm doing. Why would I sell something when it's dropped so low? My companies, I believe in. I believe in long term, at least 2 to 3 year, maybe 4 year time period. So I believe they will bounce back. They're strong companies. They're not going to go bankrupt. There's no reason to sell them at this price point. When they go back to a good high price point, obviously I'll sell them for a profit. But now they've been dropped so low that there's no point in selling them right now, right? The second option is to buy into this panic, to buy even more. And that's, if you've seen my other videos, that's what I'm planning to do. I am buying into the market, but I have changed my strategies because things have been developing so fast. I am trying to slow down my buying because honestly, the market is dropping so fast, I can't even keep up. Basically, I set alerts, price points of my stocks that they will automatically purchase. So I don't have to do anything. They'll just purchase at these lower price points. But today my phone just kept on blowing up. It was like every 10 seconds, every 20 seconds, a buy went through, a buy went through, a buy went through. I bought so many things that I didn't expect to buy in a 1 day time period. I set my price points staggered. So if it drops if it drops 5%, 10%, I have them staggered. So I don't expect to buy so many things in 1 day, but these things are just automatically triggered. So what I'm doing is I'm kind of just slowing down. If I were going to buy, let's say 5 stocks or 10 stocks, I just reduce that down to like 2 stocks or 1 stock. For instance, Disney, I was buying them at chunks of 4 stocks at a time. Now I've been reducing it down to 1 stock at a time. So that way I spread out my money throughout this whole situation because I believe that's going to keep on deteriorating, going down. So that's why I want to spread out my money. There's no way I'm going to ever buy the lowest price because I don't know what the lowest price is. Today could be the lowest price. Tomorrow could be the lowest price. It could get even worse. In 6 months, it's the lowest price. I don't think things are going to get back to normal until there's a vaccine and things start turning around. But I don't think there's a vaccine in sight for at least another 3 to 6 months or even longer. Clinical trials have to happen. The FDA has to approve. So those things are going to take a while. I'm trying to pace my buys so I could just ride this thing through the next 6 months or even longer. So I don't want to deploy all my cash right now, especially when I think the stocks are going to keep on dropping. So what I've been doing is just pacing my buys, reducing my purchases to like 1 stock per company, and dropping the prices like dramatically low. Like Disney hit lower than 100 today. I had a price point to buy it at 100. I canceled that because I knew it was going to drop way below 100, and sure enough, it dropped down to the 90s. I believe it's at the lower 90s. I actually had a price point to drop to buy at 90. I canceled that. My price point to buy Disney now, I believe, is at $80. If you look at Disney stock, look at my other video. I'll link it down below. Disney stock at $90 hasn't happened in probably over a year. So that's what I'm doing. I'm buying into the panic, but I'm also reducing my buys, pacing my buys, and dropping the price points dramatically. For instance, also Tesla. Today, automatically I bought shares of Tesla at the upper 500s. I didn't expect that buy to go through. I didn't expect Tesla to drop into the 500s, and now it's trading at the lower 500s. So I had to cancel all my orders and drop Tesla down into the very low 500s. I believe I have a price point to buy at 500, and I'm probably going to drop down to the 400s to buy. And I was trying to buy Tesla at chunks of 4 shares. I've been dropping that down to 2 shares or 1 share because, like I said, things are dropping so fast I can't keep up. But I definitely am buying into this panic. I believe these companies are good. They're strong. They're not going to go bankrupt. Tesla has $8 billion in free cash flow. They just raised $2 billion like three weeks ago or something like that. So I don't believe they're going to go bankrupt. I have videos about, like I said, Carnival Cruise Line. Why I don't think they'll go bankrupt. And if they do go bankrupt, I believe they will be able to get loans secured from the big banks. I'll link those videos below. But that's what I'm doing. The third option, if you're already in the market, is just to pause everything. Don't sell, don't buy, and just wait it out. That's also a understandable position. The only reason I don't believe in that, and I don't do that myself, is because essentially what you're doing is trying to wait for the bottom, right? Obviously, you want to buy things at the lowest you can, at the lowest price, but no one's going to know what the lowest price is. So if you did know that, you'd be a genius and you'd be a billionaire right now. So there's no point in waiting for the bottom because today could be the bottom and tomorrow it could shoot back up. Really, nobody knows, right? So nobody knows what the bottom is. So you could be waiting for the bottom and then prices start going up again, and you would have just missed the bottom because you weren't buying. You were waiting for prices to go to the bottom. There's no sign that says, hey, today is the bottom of the stock market, everyone start buying, right? So the best thing, what I think, is to do what I'm doing is to pace your buys and average your costs down. So buy at whatever price is low right now. Wait a little bit, see what it's doing. If it drops more, just buy a little bit more. If it keeps on dropping, buy a little bit more. That way you're averaging your cost down towards the low end. So those are the three things, your three options basically if you're already in the stock market, right? But what if you're not in the market right now? You have nothing invested, you have a bunch of cash, or you have your stuff in bonds. So basically you have two options at that point. I think you could just stay out of the market. Everything is losing money. A lot of people are losing money. I mean, trillions of dollars have been lost. I mean, it's understandable that people are afraid. Nobody wants to lose $1 trillion, right? Nobody wants to lose a single dollar. So you could stay out of the market, or you could get into the market, learn about the market, understand what's going on, understand what normal prices are, and understand what the PE ratio of these companies are, understand their balance sheets, understand how much debt they have, understand how much revenue they've been making traditionally throughout the past few years. So really understand these companies and feel more comfortable about investing in these companies. If a company has been doing well for the longest time and this situation happens, you can't really blame the company, can you? It's like, it's out of everybody's control. And then because of this, the prices have dropped to rock bottom prices. Has nothing to do with the company. It has just everything to do with what the current situation is now. Prices are so low, it's the best time to get in on the prices, right? It's just like, just think about it. 3 months ago, or the last December of last year, I bet you there were people looking at, oh my God, look at Amazon, look how much it's worth. And people were saying like, can you believe the stock was worth whatever it was 5 years ago or 6 years ago? Oh, I wish I would have got in. I wish I would have knew. And things like that. Like, look at Google stock. Look how much it is. Look how much it was. I can't believe if I would have got in on Google, or if I would have got in on Apple like 5 years ago. Look how much the stock went up. Well, these things are happening right now. I mean, this is the time. It's happening right now, right before your eyes. It's saying the prices are this low. 5 years from now, people are going to look back and say, "Oh my God, look at the prices at 2020. Look how low Apple was at 2020. Look how low Google was at 2020. Everybody's just going to say the same thing, and they're going to say, "Oh, I wish I would have gotten in at 2020." It's just human nature. People are panicking. They're afraid, but they're not looking at things logically. They're not looking at history. I agree. This is unprecedented, right? Nothing like this has ever happened before, like on a global scale. But this is not some crazy thing that we don't understand. We know what's going on. We understand it's a virus. We understand there's low immunity to the virus. We know that there's going to be a vaccine. There's people working on a vaccine. We know what's going on. We know what to do to prevent it. So it's not like some unknown thing that people are just dropping and we don't know what's going on, right? There is going to be a turnaround for this. Whether you want to buy into the panic or sell into the panic, that is completely up to you. At the end of the day, it's like whatever makes you feel better. I mean, there's nobody that wants to put in all this money and then the next day it drops and then you can't sleep at night, right? If that's going to be the case, then it's probably better for you to just relax and have a good night's rest. Your cash is safe in the bank or under your pillow or something. But for me, you know what I'm doing. I'm buying into the panic, but I have changed. Like I said, I have changed my thoughts on it. I've been buying way too fast, and I'm trying to pace out my buys because I know this thing could probably last another 3 months to 6 months or even longer. So again, that's my plans. That's what I'm doing. Thank you guys for watching. If you liked my video, if you think there's any value in my videos, please give a thumbs up. It really helps out the channel. Consider subscribing. I do a lot of videos on money, investing, how to grow your money, how to invest your money, how to make money work hard for you. Please subscribe. Again, thank you for watching. Catch you in the next one. Peace.